So what I want to cover is what's working right now to be able to scale a 7-figure personal training business. So what we're talking about exactly is one-on-one personal training. And why this is so important is I think with the rise of all the franchise gyms that are doing group training and things like that, I don't think that personal training is as sexy as what it once was. But as fitness business owners, we know that if you can give someone that extra accountability, that one-on-one programming, that they are going to get optimal results. And I'm the biggest fan of one-on-one personal training. In our businesses, we did groups and one-on-one personal training, but I came from a one-on-one PT background. So I worked at a company called Body Language Personal Training, and I was able to grow up to 35 hours. And I saw the power and how many lives you can change from one-on-one personal training. But let's dive into the 5 things that are working really well right now. So we're very lucky to work with a lot of the Vision personal trainings. I absolutely love working with the guys with that in that brand. But what is working really well is Fit Over 40 ads and Fit Over 50 ads. The really good thing about personal training is because usually your packages are priced from 100 to 150, 200, 250 a week, it's really easy to get return on investment on your ads because your price point is a lot higher. But just one of the real keys that we've been working with is making sure that when someone opts into your ad, just say it's like a Fit Over 40, so you want to make sure that you have some automations off the back of it, right? With the main automation that we're using is actually a video that you can upload to YouTube or you can save on Vimeo that explains who you help and the results that you have achieved and what's going to happen next. If you're able to make like a 60 to 2-minute video on that, it's going to pre-frame your leads a lot better so that your conversion rate from lead to sale goes a lot higher because all the money is in the follow-up. Like averages, depending on what area you're at, you're looking at $5 to $40 per lead. In reality, in personal training, you're able to make money of up to $90 per lead because your price point is so high, with the average debits being like $400 a month and higher. But you really just want to make sure that you dial in your sales follow-up, and adding in a customized video to your leads when they do opt in is going to improve your lead to sale conversion rate. Now, the next one is Google Business. So a lot of people will be using Google. I'm sure you have it set up, but there's been a few changes with Google Business over the last couple of months. We have some members in the inner circle getting upwards of 1,200 views on their accounts without any paid ads. One of our members, Felipe, actually signed up about 92 members last year for his personal training business just using Google Business. And the great thing about Google Business is his conversion rates were 73%. So I want you to imagine 10 people opt in, 7.3 of those were coming in and being paid members. So when you compare that to Facebook ads, which is about 20 to 40% conversion rate, it's saving you a lot of time in your follow-ups because they're more qualified leads. And the easiest way to think about it, guys, is if your toilet exploded today, you're not going to go to Facebook to find the plumber. You're going to go to Google. So that's where you get more qualified leads on your Google Business account. We're actually really excited to be launching the 2022 versions of the training on this, which Felipe is actually doing for us, which will be released in the inner circle on, I believe, May 24th, which is going to be really, really exciting to just help you guys do it yourself, how to optimize everything, how to post consistently, and how to get the same results that Phil did within his business. Now, the next one that's working really well is local authority. Okay, so you would know this in your business. The more that you're seen in the local area, the bigger that your business grows. Okay, so you've got your local authority with your posting on Instagram and Facebook, which we just say is one really good quality post a day. A lot of people are posting reels at the moment because it's getting the most reach and helping you grow your accounts. But more so, you want to focus on that one really good quality post. Within your Instagram and Facebook accounts, the more friends you can have in the local area of your PT business and the more followers means the more people that are going to see your post, and then you're able to link in what we call sell by chat off the back to turn those friends and turn those followers into clients. But also as well, guys, you want to have a look at the businesses that you associate with, the sporting clubs, the local physios and chiropractors. And I want you to think of yourself as a personal brand within the local area. The more that you can get out in the local area to those school fairs, to those sporting clubs, to introduce yourself to other businesses, the more well-known your local personal training business is going to be. Because one of the things things that you have to know with being a local brand is people will never buy from you unless they know who you are. And it's where spending 15 to 30 minutes a couple of times a week to make sure that you're increasing your personal brand within the local area is going to help you have that 7-figure personal training business. And you want to just make sure, guys, that you keep using your databases. So you're going to have lists of ex-members of leads who didn't opt in. Because in any funnel, when people opt in, they say that on averages with all the data that only 25% of people are ready to buy today. So people might register their interest in training with you, maybe via DM, maybe via your website, maybe via Facebook ad. But what do we do with that other 75%? And this is where really good sales follow-up comes into play. And what I want you to think about is doing your sales follow-up with love. If you're able to send like a weekly email that's really, really valuable, one of the things we say with your email marketing, if you send out a weekly email, you want to make sure it's valued at $50 or more. And what that means is, would the person pay $50 to read that email? And if it isn't, you want to make sure you change the emails that you are sending so that they're valuable, because we're in a content and value-based world now. You'll see that in all the social media posts, all the marketing, the people that give the most value win. But also with your database management, you want to make sure you're doing customized follow-ups with those people who opted in, or maybe your ex-members. And just having times each week where you're touching base with them on a personal level via text, maybe email, is going to help you improve your conversion rates across the board. Because you guys have so many leads that you can work from your database of your ex-members and lost leads. We need to just make sure we build it into a nice, repeatable system so that you absolutely dominate. And then also as well, you've got your reactivation text message sequences, which you can use every month, which is just a way to get in front of all your ex-members and lost leads who have registered interest and give them a new offer for the month. Obviously, you can use like a free offer if you want to get lots of leads. Like we grew up to 127 personal training clients using 3 free. It's not my favorite offer, but if you have a really good service and you back yourself in personal training, it does work well. Or you can do your paid offers, maybe for like a 28-day trial or like a 9-week challenge that you're running, but you want to just make sure that you're utilizing that database that you do have. And then the last one's referrals. I know you guys are getting referrals. If you have a personal training business, it's highly referable, but you want to just make sure that you're building it into a system with your trainers. So one of the things that we used to do to get a maximum amount of referrals is we actually profiled our members. And I don't want to sound that in like a weird way, but what I mean by profiling is you want to know, their partner's name, where they work, any sporting clubs or affiliations they're involved in, and any extra resources that will help you get more referrals. So say if I was a personal training client in your business, you could ask my wife, Jess, if she wanted to come down, or get me to ask. Obviously, I have a business. We've got like 20 staff. As well, I'm involved in a couple of local sporting clubs. So I play tennis down at my local tennis club a couple of times a week. And then also heavily involved in a few AFL clubs as well. And what that does, it just opens up your mind and also your trainer's mind so that you can be really specific when asking for a referral. So you're like, hey, Jimmy, you've been doing really, really well with your training. I know you and your wife, Jess, are heading to Bali in July. Would she like to come down for a couple of sessions so you guys look fantastic together on the beach, right? And that way you're able to move through the referrals that you're asking, which is more powerful than just getting your trainer to say, hey, Jimmy, do you have any friends or family that you want to bring down? Specific questions get specific answers. So you want to try and cut all the vagueness out, and that's going to increase your referrals. And we would just simply, every month, would work through our clients and our new clients and would ask the trainers, like, what do you know about Jimmy? Where does he work? Does he have a partner? Who's his best friend? Is he involved in any sporting clubs? Because it's actually a good test on your retention as well. Because the more that the trainers know and the more connected they would be with me, obviously the more that I would follow them with their coaching. And if things ever went wrong, I would make sure that I didn't want to lose that trainer who I had a connection with. And guys, just a few things to look out for in your personal training business over the next couple of months. So obviously there's been a big rise in TikTok. So look, if you're posting reels or any type of short form video content on your platforms, just make sure that you've created a TikTok account and you're posting it on there. You don't have to go crazy crazy all out, but it's better to have some consistent posts so you're learning about that platform, because it's going to continue to rise, especially with their paid ads platform, which is constantly being innovated. We're seeing with our data, a lot more people are booking in via text message over phone call. With the updates in phones, where essentially what you can do is press a button on your phone now and it won't accept numbers if you don't know it. So you really want to master your sales skills at sell by text. And with the 530 members that we're coaching at the moment, we're seeing a lot of them are getting more bookings via text. So it'd be like sell by text, which you definitely can do, but you want to just make sure that you're not just relying on automations to get you there, because customization beats automations every day of the week. And I'm going to predict over the next couple of years, there's going to be a lot more bookings via text message rather than phone calls, as our phones start to not work with numbers that we don't know more and more and more. And probably just have a look over your own tendencies as a business owner and also as a human being, how much that you're accepting calls from numbers that you don't know, whether you screen them. So then you're really looking at, when someone screens your call, what's the text message or video message that you can send to increase the reply rate so you can have a conversation with them. And then obviously it's very tough finding coaches at the moment. So we lost a lot of great coaches during like all the lockdowns and stuff like that. And what the very best personal training businesses are doing is they're making sure they're planning what coaches they want 12 weeks before. You're able to get like candidates if you have enough time. If you need a trainer like tomorrow, it's going to be really, really hard. But you can start to run your ads before. You can start to train them over a period of time. And I want you to think of yourself, if you're planning on scaling your business, what you want to make is an academy where you're just getting constant resumes so that you can grow your business. You can use Facebook ads, obviously you can use Seek, you can build yourself a little marketing plan around it, but it's going to be something that does affect the growth of those fast growing personal training companies over the next couple of months, because good trainers are hard to find, and they're also getting incredibly hard to keep with how easy it is to start an online business at the moment. So guys, I hope that gave you a little bit of value. I really want to see every personal training business across the world absolutely dominate. If you ever have any questions or anything about your personal training business, about growing it, feel free to reach out to me anytime, Jimmy_Pomponio on Instagram.